max. I'ma keep it going till there ain't nothing left. Going till there ain't nothing. Keep the flame on max. I'ma keep it going till there ain't nothing left. Going till there ain't nothing. Keep the flame on max. I'ma keep it going till there ain't nothing left. Going till there ain't nothing. Keep the flame on max. I'ma keep it going till there ain't nothing left. Going till there ain't nothing. Keep the flame on. Gotta 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 keep the flame on. Keep the flame on. Gotta keep the flame on.
Welcome to Court 1 here at Nissan Arena. My name is Steve McInnes. I am joined by Gavin Clark with an E. He always wants you to know that. We are here for the 17 and under boys division. We have South Australia versus Victoria. Gavin, how are you this morning? What do you think of this game?
Morning, Stephen. I think this is going to be an absolute cracker of a game, considering early on in the week, 48-all draw between these two teams. A lot of firepower. Both these teams have put a mountain of points on opponents this week, so looking forward to some fast, free-flowing netball and lots of goals.
Absolutely. Can't wait for it. It's going to be a good match. We'll be off to some ads and back for the centre pass to get us underway.
So when I was growing up, obviously loved footy. All my brothers played footy. I've got 5 brothers. They all played sport growing up, and we had a little club called Kelmsford Junior Football Club. Played down there all through my juniors. I got my sense of belonging, I guess, and made my friendships. I just love those memories of playing there. Got me where I am today, so it's yeah, it's good to look back on that. Yeah, obviously the Fair Play Vouchers is a great initiative. It allows any kids to play sport, gives the opportunity for them to go down to their local club, get that sense of belonging. Obviously, there's a lot of kids in different circumstances out there in the community, so this gives the opportunity for any kid to go out and play, which is fantastic.
Welcome back after the national anthems here to Court 1 at Nissan Arena. Have a game on show court as well. Western Australia versus Victoria over there. South Australia versus Victoria here. And we are commentating the 17 and under division. Last little huddle for each of these two teams before they get themselves out there on court. It's going to be a cracker of a match. It was earlier, as Gavin said, 48 apiece when they met in the minor rounds. And they have both worked their way here into this grand final to meet once again. So South Australia defeating Queensland last night. Queensland was the winner of the 4 versus 5 match, but then got defeated by South Australia by 12 goals, 50-38. And Victoria was the winner of the game against the winner of 3 v 6, which was New South Wales, and they beat them by 10 goals. So both high-scoring teams, high-scoring games. It was 50-49, so 50 goals for South Australia, 49 for Victoria. And when they met, it was 48 apiece. So they're all about that 49, 48, 50 mark. So let's see what they can produce here today. Probably a few little nerves for these teams playing this grand final, but let's see who settles first and who gets on their scoreboard. We've got some starting lineups as well. If we can, I will take you through the South Australian starting lineup before we get underway, hopefully here. So from goal shooter, we have Cruz Wilson. In goal attack, Harry Mueller. In wing attack, Riodo Callahan. In centre, Lucas Gillen, who is also the captain for South Australia. Wing defence, Cristiano Capani. In goal defence, we have Tyler Ward. We'll have a look out for him. And in goalkeeper, Harry Lovelock. Handing over for the Victorians. Gav, want to run us through their lineup as that ball goes out of court over on the far sideline?
For the Victorian boys this morning, we have Campbell Brown at goal attack, Benjamin Cook at goalkeeper, Declan Gallard at wing defence, Ben Holhouse at centre, Oliver Ryan at wing attack, Jonty Stickland at GD, and Hayden Zani at GS. And it was a lightning start there from South Australia. 3-pass goal to kick it off.
And nice ball in there to Cruz Wilson. From Mueller, misses the shot. It's going to be a penalty anyway. Comes back and scores it. So South Australia with the first 2 on the board. That's the start they would want for sure. Captain Gillen to get us underway again. Going back now, taking their time. Ward in support and goal defence. Oh, just gets that over the big hands of Brown. Callahan, Mueller in the middle. Gillen opens up space. Wilson has to chase it down. And long shot, doesn't roll in, rebounds, which way are they going to go? South Australia's way. No, it's going to be an offside call on the turn for Whole House.
Probably just there, the ball knows. I thought Wilson was contacted going up for that ball then.
So look,
seeing the umpire down at this end.
Yep, that one out of court.
Umpire.
Absolutely. So it looks like it's captain on captain in that centre position. Whole House and Gillen on each other. Let's see what they can do, these two young captains for their states. Some good hands in there. Defensive hands from South Australia, playing some good defence so far. And Victoria need to score this one to settle, get themselves on the board. It goes over the top. And misses that one for Victoria. Ward trying to convince the umpire that it's a South Australian ball. And quick little flick there. Whole House picks up the crumbs.
Very willing in defence so far, the South Australian team.
Get some hands over that shot. Drops in for Victoria, so they break a South Australian centre pass. South Australia have a chance to go 3-0 up, and it's going to be a breaking call against South Australia. Ryan.
We've seen a lot of those calls this week where they've brought it back rather than played the advantage, and I actually think it's not a bad move. You know, we see a lot of teams, you know, break intentionally.
Yeah.
No advantage to the attackers. So
that's right. If there is no advantage, they absolutely 100% should be bringing it back. Wilson has fumbled that one out over the sideline, unfortunately for South Australia. So they've had a really good start and then a couple of mistakes. They're going to want to settle as best they can here. Everyone playing defence. Wilson playing some defence here, trying to get this ball back. The patience there from Victoria.
Big swing ball to the pocket.
Yeah, that big cross-court ball. Not much else on for Victoria. Super shot range here. Rebounds to South Australia, and a nice quick release down here in front of the commentary box. Mueller helping out in goal attack. Ward having to go back now.
I think Brown probably needs to find the body early there. He's the Victorian goal attack. He's a tall lad, so if you can find it, they might be able to get that ball a little bit closer to post.
Yep, some good circle edge work by O'Callaghan and Gillen. Shots up this time. Wilson doesn't miss that. So South Australia probably lucky to get that one back. Keep this lead here early.
Can he get to post here? Another long range shot.
Ward could have pulled that one in two hands, I reckon, that rebound. Just went for the tip instead. Brown, backspace, Lovelock in front. Good work by him. Only went up one hand. Get a little look from my co-commentator. That could have gone the other way pretty easily.
Yeah, it could have gone either way, that one. But probably, you know, the defender had front position.
Gillen, strong take down in that pocket, plays on quickly before Whole House gets up, and SA put another one on the board, 4-2. Almost first 5 minutes gone, so they'd be happy with this first 5 minute block. They probably could have been a few more up, but a few little errors. Gillen, Mueller undefended, has to go back to Ward though, because there's no options for him in the circle. That'll be a match to watch to see how that develops through the game. Gillen and the Whole House, the two captains. South Australia put it on the board once again. And here, nice lead up. That's a bit better from Victoria. Just a couple of passes, contact.
The Vic boys are getting some nice deep second phase, but it's in this. That's a lovely shot. I think they need to get that ball closer to post. They need a few settler goals.
Yep, absolutely. Plenty of time in this game. It's only a 2-goal lead to South Australia. O'Callaghan comes through. Mueller to Gillen on the circle edge. Pops that one high. Lots of contest there. I think it's from Strickland. And Wilson with the shot. Finishes it off.
He's a nice target. He's finding the body quite well there.
Ward, look at the hops on him. Oh, going to be stepping on. Just knew where to put that. Just got it over to Zani. And that one, South's drop in, eventually rolls around a little bit.
Looked, it looked spectacular, but I'm sure the Victorian coaches held their breath with that step out of play ball into the
Oh,
circle.
that is high ball. What a strong take too on the other end. Brown had big monster hands over that.
Oh, that's a lovely ball.
Mueller leaves that one short though. Gets it now, so good rebounds from him to get his own shot. A little bit of a settler for him. Wilson's done most of the scoring for South Australia thus far.
It's a lightning start to the game. We're only 7 minutes into it. We've had 11 goals put up.
Oh, there he is. He comes through. Great read from him. Oh, Gillen picks up the crumbs at the back, puts it out to Ward. Again, using those hops on that transverse line in support of his attackers. Wilson puts it away.
Wilson has a lovely high release on that ball. That was like hip square to the post. Everything you could teach a player.
Absolutely. This is a good thing about these young teams. They develop now so early. And then they come in all the way through. Oh, good rebounds. Talk about all the way through. Wilson all the way through. Gets up there and gets that ball. Yeah, they develop so young now in this grade. They play a few years in 17s and they can come into the other divisions, be it 20s, 23s or open men's. Good hands again from Ward.
And I think we're seeing now our shooters are netball shooters, not converted
basketball shooters.
basketballers.
Yeah,
who tend
or
to have
not
their
laying
hips
it
at
up.
different angles. And Victoria just struggling down in this shooting circle at the moment. The South Australian defence very willing.
Yeah, putting on lots of clean contests. That's obstruction on court, though. So it'd be Lovelock standing out. Actually, both of them were standing out, so I'm not sure which one I was actually on. Neither of them probably
puts
knew
it through
either,
the
so they
hoop,
both
though.
just stood out. The good boys.
Oh, that's
Wilson
a nice
comes
lead.
out. Goes back across to Callahan. Gillen, nowhere to go to. And that's going to be offside. Cool.
Like to see Muller watch his leads a little bit there. He chases both of those swing balls.
Yep, so also have got Ethan Lewis on in that wing defence role. That was a rolling sub at some point in time that I didn't notice. They are very sneaky with those rolling subs.
Got to say, Wilson's just started like a freight train this morning. Beautiful shooting. Excellent play.
Oh, wow, Gillen. Oh, he probably could have got a little hand in there, Gillen. Just have a go. He may as well. Hughes in support.
Been a great matchup, whole house on Gillen so far this morning. The two centre captains.
Brown, good shot from him. That's a steadier for Victoria. Find themselves 4 goals down. Wilson. Oh, good contest. Clean contest on that one, according to umpire Stuart Ting. So Victoria looking to go down court. South Australia holding them up as best they can. Some big hands over. But there's space at the back for that Victorian drive, whole house. And that ball touched out of court by one of the South Australian defenders. So nice closed circle here. What can they do? What can they set up? Swing ball across to Ryan. Ward jumps. He's up in the air for so long. He jumps again. Look at the height. Good shot there from Victoria. They score that South Australian centre pass, so looking to consolidate now, try and get back if they can. There's an early contact call on Lewis.
Just not quite in the space he needed then.
Yeah, had to come off the hold, take the extra step out. They get it within range though now here on the second or third circle entry. Zani finishes off.
Yeah, Zani's really hitting his stride now. A couple of very confident shots there. Nice release on the ball, good positioning.
Ball change here for the last 5 minutes of this quarter. Fresh ball. Callahan takes the body contact from Hughes. Callahan over into space for Wilson. Didn't quite hold that for long enough. Probably let a little bit of contest come into that.
Just probably a little bit flat on the release to him. Drew him off the body early.
Yep, so this is a 1v2 final, even though they got here into the 6-team final sort of setup. South Australia finishing top of the ladder with the 5 wins, no losses, and the 1 draw to this Victorian team. And the Victorian team is finishing with 4 wins, 1 loss, and of course the draw to South Australia as well. So expecting a tight match, 2 in it at the moment.
Victorians have fought back really well. The delivery to the circle now is
Yeah,
little
Mueller with the stepping
there.
call. Yeah, it was out to almost 6 at one point, just the 2 at the moment. And the chance for the Victorians to actually, if they score this and then score their centre, tie it back up again. Good defensive touch there from Lewis. Going to stay the way of the Victorians. Ryan to get us started. Only one option,
Very
and that's
skinny
Whole
angle
House.
on that ball then.
And Gillen gets a touch. There we go. Nice option opening from Brown. He finishes off. So Victorian centre pass. Basically back on centre passes now. After that really good start from the South Australian. Ward comes through and sweeps, but that's all right. There's already a contact call there anyway.
Spectacular take.
Lewis Lovelock working it out. And good, nice long look there. I like to see that ball move from defence into that attacking half really easily. Wilson just managing to get it.
You need to step in here, you need to find that body. You brought the defender into play there, Steve.
Yeah, he did indeed. So South Australia lucky to be keeping this lead at the moment from a very good Victorian challenge to bring it back as much as they have. 2 minutes 20 here. Lewis backing off the line to be in support. O'Callaghan. Mueller puts it to space for Wilson, who again possibly just comes off a little bit early. Good shot by him. Seeing lots of nice high arcing shots. Brown puts that down into the pocket for Whole House. Oh, just knew where it was.
They need to cut off that lead. That's about 3rd or 4th time now. Whole House has driven hard to that pocket.
Try and cut some drive, make him go somewhere else. Absolutely, if they can. Should be doing that work on the ground. Blocking as much as possible. Tyler Ward, yeah, steps in and through. Gillen draws both players. South Australia ball. O'Callaghan has a drive from Gillen. And again, puts it to Whole House's space though. So Victoria with another opportunity here. Go down once again. That's some good hands.
That was Declan Gallard on an absolute brilliant contest in the air there. Was it Hughes? Sorry, change of player.
O'Callaghan. Oh, just need to start mixing that up. I think it's Wilson backspace all the time at the moment.
Yeah.
So see if they can get some coaching in a minute when they're at their break. And yes, just start mixing it up a little bit, doing something a bit different. Victorians will want to be doing the same sort of thing, seeing you know, what they can bring to this next quarter of netball, because they've got a few goals to try and catch. Brown, high arcing shot, nothing but net for him.
Brown has really come into his own. You know, he's as a goal attack. I think both shooters are equal on the points so far.
Oh, a drive by Mueller, just can't stop in time. Gets it back to O'Callaghan, finds himself mid-range, undefended. Doesn't get the follow.
Just watched his shot then too.
Yeah, needed to step in straight away and try and take that rebound 2 hands. 10 seconds, South Australia going to be wanting to hold them up in this third. They've done well so far. 5 seconds.
Oh, it's into the, I've got it. Clarkie's got the ball.
2 seconds, 1. And there's time. So
that would have been spectacular.
That would have been an absolutely spectacular goal to end the last quarter, but not quite. So South Australia at the moment leading Victoria 14-12. We'll be back after the quarter time break.
what I really might be. Let me show you how to get it. You wanna be like this. You wanna be like this.
Welcome back to Court 1 at Nissan Arena. That was some perfect time on the South Australian cheer squad as we get welcome back to this game. South Australia finding themselves up by 2 after the first. Gav, what are you looking for in this next quarter from both these teams?
Well, I think we're looking for South Australia to mix up the delivery of the ball. A lot of backspace ball to Wilson. I think that's just going to bring the VIC defenders in. And I think, yes, that's what we want. That's
Some good ball movement from Victoria.
I think Vic just need to settle. I think they're probably a little excited early on.
Yeah, there's a really good fight back from Victoria. They found themselves down pretty quick, pretty early, but they got themselves right back in this match. And now just the one down. And the step on from Gillen. Gonna have to chase that note. Gets the contact call in the end. So Gillen just had a little talk to himself about settling that down. And good options with the 2-on-1. Nice front spot. Wilson finishes off. That's what you were talking about, trying to just get a little bit more front spot rather than back ball all the time. But don't have to do it on a set piece. Can also just do it on the free-flowing play. And good defensive pressure stays in play.
Just not quite the ball there that Whole House need to put. Just turn him a little bit inside out.
Ward working, trying to get this ball out.
Oh, they do
eventually.
Got a change here at wing defence for South Australia.
Oh, Gillen, good take on circle edge. Yep, so Kapani back on in wing defence. It's how we started.
That was Oscar Hughes. Really liked his some of his work in the air.
South Australia get it back. And Ward, Gillen is going to have to keep doing a mountain of work in the centre today for South Australia. Contact there. Wilson just waiting for the play to come back. Finishes the shot. So a couple of quick goals for South Australia there. They're out by 3. Their centre pass.
It's felt
good
like
backward
it's been
option.
Victoria though, hasn't it? Just those little errors.
Yeah, just that one little pass. Kapani working well now as well in support. Both the SA boys getting on that transverse line, being good backup options.
And they've done what we talked about, isn't it? Nice little pop forward there, swing to top of circle, and Wilson comes through for a, presents beautifully and a great shot. That kid can shoot.
Yep, so coach Jake Taylor and Gabriel Stengel probably adjusting that for the South Australians. Good hands there by Tyler Ward. They're up and about that SA defensive circle, that's for sure. Ryan with no options now finally releases Zani through the middle. Brown front spot. Ward can't get up to that one.
Got to say, Steve-O, the shooting across these top teams in all the divisions is just outstanding. These guys are shooting 80, 90% consistently every game.
Yeah, high arcing shots, beautiful, normal, natural netball shots, which is absolutely amazing to see from the young fellas out there. And Wilson finishes off as well for South Australia. So 2-goal lead at quarter time in 3 minutes. Sees a 4-goal lead now. Victoria, good pop there. This is mid-range, short. Here's that going to go to. He's going to go to South Australia. It's going to be a contact call. Lovelock looks long to Gillen. Here we are with the build-up. No, not placed right off that transverse line. So South Australia turning over that gain that they got. Balance there. Nice work. Stays on side. Options far side. Oh, long look. That sprayed all the way out over the goal line from
that was a
the
cannon,
other transverse. Absolute of a cannon, wasn't it? Beat everyone. Wasn't what I was expecting to happen there, but that's all right. Sometimes a bit of a risk. needs to get rewarded here for South Australia. Mueller looking for options. Wilson out of the circle. Gillen clapping his hands, wanting that ball top spot. Didn't get it, but that's all right. For the South Australians, it works out well. Should say over on show court at quarter time, it was WA 10 and VIC 16, but WA pulled that back. It's only 3 goals now at the moment in their second quarter as well. That is the 20 and under division. WA winning straight through to that grand final. VIC coming in as the challenger for that one. So also a good game over there, but stick with us. The A team in commentary. Usually a coaching combination, but now a commentary combination today. South Australia got Mueller.
It's the other way around. I usually do most of the talking though, Steve.
You usually do most of the talking, but I'm the lead here today, so you just chip in when needed, buddy. All right.
Here if you need, Coach. Here if you need.
6-goal lead to South Australia. That's a good 5-minute block for them. And another handling error. So again, Tyler Ward just staying in play. Good defensive pressure. It's what I like to see as a defender. Staying in play, staying disciplined. 2 South Australians almost getting on top of each other there. Mueller getting the contact from, I think it's going to be Strickland standing out. No, it's going to be Ryan standing out. Gillen wants a short ball. O'Callaghan. Wilson, oh, can't reel that one in. Could have just put a little bit more finesse on that one.
Got 8.
Oh, O'Callaghan with the intercept. Beautiful work by him. High ball to Wilson at the back on the drive.
So they've had a change here.
Shot finishes.
Con Hetty's coming into goal attack for the Vic boys, and I think that's why we're seeing a few little nerves. We've got players coming off the bench for their first time of the game, so we're going to see a little bit.
In a very big game when you're chasing as well, and when in terms of the Victorian changes, you want to come on and try and make that impact as Mueller sprays it, but manages to get it back. Wilson takes his time on that shot, can't get the follow, stays in play though, so South Australia getting back behind this ball. Strickland has to go far side. Ryan deep to pocket on the run. Wow, he gets there. Overshoots though.
It was a pass, Steve. I'll give that as a pass.
Give that as a pass? All right, you're the one taking stats, mate, not me. Whole house to get Victoria restarted after scoring that South Australian centre pass. Gillen, what a hand. Couldn't quite get it on that chase down over the sideline. Just a little bit too much on it.
I think Gillen's seeing that real hard drive from Whole House. I think maybe he needs to drive that pocket, cut the front top of the circle, might give him a bit of variation. Yeah,
South Australian boys doing well. Sticking nice tight one-on-one on that circle edge, trying to force errors. That rebound is tipped out, but not going to go South Australia's way. And another opportunity. Yes, Ward gets up there. Brown beats him in the air, though. Finishes with a shot.
Nervous start for Con Hetty, his first 2 shots, having just come out to the court.
O'Callaghan puts that ball through for Mueller. Going to have to chase it down. Who gets it? Gillen does. No. Deemed to throw in down deep in that pocket. South Australia defending away. And again, good, clean contest. That's what you like to see. Forces the error from Hughes. And Gillen's just going to ask to change the ball again. We see that quite a bit. We almost need 3 or 4 balls, don't we?
Yeah, I'm not sure the humidity's that high at this time in the morning, mate.
You're the local, mate. You would know better than me.
Look, later on the day, definitely.
Oh, absolutely. And here it gets sweaty game after game after game.
Yeah. And we've had a lot of rain in Sydney and Brisbane the last couple of days, so sun's out today.
Not as many games today, just the 7 grand finals, 1 for each division. Stick around with us. It is going to be a long day, but it is going to be a great day. Even get down here if you can, rather than watching at home on the live streams. Whole house goes back to Strickland, back to Whole house. Not many other options on. Long look. Oh, good take there by Brown in goal shooter. Lovelock can't get over that one.
Very impressed with Brown. Lanky lad.
Yeah, he's come into this game, hasn't he now? He's been a big target for them. Victoria still find themselves 5 goals down. Gillen, top of circle, has to chase that down. Wilson into back space. Little bit dangerous there.
Strong 2-handed take for the ball.
6.5 to play until half-time. South Australia not completely dominant, but definitely got themselves and their noses in front, and they're having a good run of things. Victoria in chase mode. at the moment.
Probably need a little bit more pressure on the transverse line. That ball going into Brown is a good target there.
Yeah, O'Callaghan doing lots of good centre pass, receive work for
Oh,
South Australia. Yeah, there was an opening there at the
post
back,
there,
wasn't
just
there?
Didn't see it.
Yep. Turned away just a little bit too soon. Wilson.
But with Wilson shooting like that,
Yeah.
he's been a standout for, I think, for the South Australians so far in the game.
He's a good target there. That is almost too far. Yes, chased down nicely. This is good for the South Australians, just having a go.
Ooh.
That was Kapani in wing defence. Ooh,
Yeah.
that is a bit of a lucky one. Right in front of us.
The ball knows, though. We'll see what happens.
Gillen. Mueller goes across court. I always hold my breath when those balls go across court like that. Oh, Mueller, good rebounds. Just takes the contact from Strickland as well on the land. Misses the shot. Strickland not standing out, so we're just not giving Mueller enough space on the shot, so called back anyway.
Another
Safety
break.
there for South Australia, and yeah, can they consolidate here? Mueller doesn't look down court, looks straight back to Ward, who looks straight back again, so South Australia just being really settled. Callahan, oh, into some traffic, that's for sure. Gillen puts it over to Callahan again. And Mueller wants to pass, not shoot. The tip comes back to him. Who can chase this down? Not a South Australian. There's Victoria rebounds, so their chance to be patient now. Working via Hughes, who looks long. Whole house has options wide. Coming wide again. Oh, what a take just in front of us.
It's Conheady again.
And Tyler Ward on the sweep. It is contact ball. Ward is pumped. Absolutely pumped with that. He ran a long way to get there.
Yeah.
Gillen.
He's certainly brought an intensity to defence there.
Absolutely, he does indeed. So great work by the South Australians to chase that ball down. It was well and truly past them in defence, and they managed to scramble and somehow get it back.
Wilson's
They score their centre.
he's got a pretty complete game, hasn't he? You know, he can work the baseline down, he pops forward, he can hold.
Oh, great centre pass defence as well from the attacking line for South Australia. They get that tip, and oh, footwork call. Kapani, unfortunately there, just changing feet. And umpire just wanting to set this up. So Hughes getting us restarted. Strickland. Obstruction call on Gillen a little bit further forward.
A little bit of confusion here.
Tyler Ward gets up on that defense from Kapani. It's not out of play. Oh, replay from Wilson. This is absolutely forensic netball at the moment, isn't it?
The South Australian GD, he was aerial. That was nosebleed stuff.
I think he would have been able to jump over me, to be honest. And that is a South Australian ball. Some good defence there. Again, the defence from the South Australian attackers is absolutely brilliant through that mid-court area at the moment. Big efforts from them.
Oh, nice ball to Mueller.
Who pops it over. Wilson doesn't get the call. That tipped out off Victorian hands.
I think the umpires have, been really good with the contest so far.
Mueller flicking in. Oh, big contact outside.
How is that not a contact?
Yeah, I guess the umpire assumed the ball's gone, play advantage, but...
And I'm just saying we've had good contests and then a guy gets nailed. Ball change again.
Ball change again, 2.5 minutes to play. Seems about the time we change the ball as well. Callahan,
it's out to
Wilson.
9 points now, Steve, 27-18.
Yeah, it's big here. Mueller steps. Yeah, unfortunate for him. Want to see that D. Good work here from the Victorians. Patient down this sideline in front of us. Whole house looks over the top of the big hands from Gillen. And Brown, oh no, feeds it to no one. Just a little drop ball too quick, and Whole house had left. He'd left his spot.
If you're watching at home, there's a distinct lift in tempo and pace at the moment. Like there's
absolutely. This game has got really intense all of a sudden, hasn't it? And I think it was after a couple of those big plays by Ward at the back for South Australia.
When the ball gets in the air and the guys jump at it, everybody lifts.
Wilson pops, nothing on, so going back out to Gillen.
Lovely
There's that
goal.
space again. Yeah, Gillen, great ball. And Wilson finishes off. Changes here from Victoria as well. Saw the bench just roll on, so we have a new... so Zani is into wing attack. He was on a goal attack earlier. And a quick, easy score there for Victoria. So bit of a settler for them. A minute 20 left to play. They need a few more of those now. Because like you pointed out, it is 9 goals, Mueller. Good drive. Wilson coming out to release that pressure. Oh!
I think
And
the
contact
Victorian...
call.
Really?
Yeah, South Australian contact call, and ball brought up as well.
I thought the Victorian defender hit the post,
Hit the post,
actually.
yeah, absolutely. But I think the umpire saying maybe he got there to hit the post because of a little bit of a bump.
How good's Tyler Ward going? Another rejection then. Come out on the fly.
Absolutely sensational stuff from Tyler Ward. Just moves his feet so well, gets his hands up to the ball. Kapani having a go there. Not effective. Ball over the top. Lovelock forces up. Ward has a go at the back. Yeah, there's always both players always jumping for South Australia. Lovelock went out, forced the ball up, so Ward could have a go at the back.
So break back there from Victoria.
Zani now in that wing attack role. Holhouse,
Yes.
Ward in front, big take. Amazing game from him. It's 8 goals, 28 seconds to play in the half. Gillen needs some options. O'Callaghan.
Yeah, Vic had
Get
been
some contact.
pushing that ball from a bit of depth, and that space was going to close down sooner or later.
Swing ball to O'Callaghan. Mueller in that front spot. Who can get it? Who can get it? Victoria can. Good work by them in the last line of defence. Getting those rebounds. Zani, top of circle. That's been good from Zani since he's come back on, that top of circle spot. And that is time. So the missed shot there will leave it at an 8-goal margin. South Australia 28, Victoria 20. As we head into the halftime break, we'll see you soon.
So when I was growing up, obviously loved footy. All my brothers played footy. I've got 5 brothers. They all played sport growing up, and we had a little club called Kelmscott Junior Football Club. Played down there all through my juniors. I got my sense of belonging, I guess, and made my friendships. I just love those memories of playing there. Got me where I am today, so it's yeah, it's good to look back on that. Yeah, obviously the Fair Play vouchers is a great initiative. It allows any kids to play sport, gives the opportunity for them to go down to their local club, get that sense of belonging. Obviously, there's a lot of kids in different circumstances out there in the community, so this gives the opportunity for any kid to go out and play, which is fantastic.
Let me show you how to get it like me, get it like me, cause the best is what I really might be. Let me show you how to get it. You wanna be like this, you wanna be like this.
Welcome back to Nissan Arena, Court 1. That was a big quarter for the South Australians. They scored another 14 goals to get themselves to 28, and they kept Victoria to just 8 goals. So blowing it out a little bit there, South Australia. What did you think of the match?
Yeah, I think there's a definite swing in that quarter. South Australia just playing some really nice direct netball. The defence at the back of the court, Tyler Ward has just pulled off some great ball, and you would have seen at the ends, you know, held good front space. They're trying to put that ball deep into Ward. I think they need to get on circle edge.
Absolutely. It has been a momentum swing, and this is South Australia's game for the taking. The Victorian challengers are going to have to step up. They probably have been a little bit more unsettled and rolled a few more changes than South Australia as well, which sometimes doesn't help. Sometimes those quick changes can cost you a couple of goals, a little bit of a misconnection. You know, not realising that there's a new player on court, or just throwing it into a different space than what they actually need. So we see the South Australians and the Victorians both huddled up, getting chats from coaches, and 45 seconds until we get back on court here. Also a cracker going on the show court as well. There was a big quarter over there from Western Australia. They scored 20 goals in that quarter as well, so 20-13. So they have actually taken back a 6-goal deficit and got a 1-goal lead. So 30-29 over there, WA Vic. Two cracker matches.
That's some serious shooting. And probably some headaches for the defensive lineup.
Yes, absolutely. So WA Vic over in that game as well. South Australia Vic over here. Hard to watch 2 games at once, but you got 2 devices going on the live stream.
So
Feel free.
It's early morning here. It's only just 20-9. So the crowd's rolling in. It's a fantastic atmosphere, and let's see what this quarter brings.
Yeah, absolutely. Get down here if you can. Big day. We have 10 o'clock games, 12 o'clock games, and then the big men's final at 2 p.m. today.
It's got a change at wing attack there, Steve, for the South Australians.
Oh, good hands there. Oh, that ball rolls into that room over in the corner there. We're going to have to stop time to...
It's gone into the storeroom.
Gillen's going to have to go into the storeroom to find this ball. The lights have come on for him at least, which is good. There he is. Yeah. He comes back, so he'll get us restarted. Options now. What's he got? Mueller, puts that ball higher than it needs to be. Just dumped that straight in front on the chest, but puts it up.
After wicket netball, that's what you want to be doing, jumping for more ball.
Jumping more. Yeah, it's a long week. It's great. 7 days of netball, though. Had so many games throughout the week, so many of them live stream. There's a good long ball in. Brown in the space, on the hold, misses a shot.
Unconvinced of that. I think they're just bringing the South Australia defenders into the game. Extra pass then.
Yeah, as long as the South Australians do the footwork. Another missed shot. Ward can't get it. And contact call there on Lovelock. Another chance. They finally put it away through Brown. 3 attempts at it. Gillen, O'Callaghan going to call that combination a fair bit today. O'Callaghan circle edge. High ball, Miller at the back. Can't reel it in. So Victoria, good start to this quarter for them. Still 8 goals though. They've got a couple of turnovers. Whole house, nice, easy
doing
option.
a really good job in the circle there. Taking his feet to the ball, got up lovely.
Ward can't affect a spoil on that rebound. He's going to be standing out of play. Kapani doing lots of footwork on circle edge.
Important goal this.
Even though it's a shot. There we go. Want to see that work from him. Wing defence role can be all important now. Victorian centre pass. Want to see what shutdown work they can do. Gillen pulls out. Couldn't get that one. Whole house. Easy options, hands in. Needed to go the other hand there, Kapani.
Conheady presenting for that front ball.
Too close here. Ward. No contact on the body, in fact, so it's going to be a shot.
Oh, okay.
And they're just going to bring it in a little bit because that ball didn't go straight back to the player. Maybe off Ward's foot or something. It rolled out of court.
The break back, early break back in this quarter to Victoria. They really needed that. They've
Down
got
to
start
6.
tagging back this lead.
3-1 to Victoria in this quarter. So South Australia want to settle. Using O'Callaghan, quickly onto Gillen, quickly into Wilson. Contact call on Cook. So Wilson, mid-range shot, nails it. There's another call there, so both players would have been standing out, but advantage goal scored. It's a settler for South Australia. They've had a little bit of a rough start to this third. Long ball into Brown over into backspace over Lovelock's head. Tyler Ward not happy with that one.
Yeah, they probably need to make some adjustments there. That's not the first ball they've thrown.
There's a break as well for South Australia. Zani finds himself free. Callahan comes. And Mueller with a good defensive touch as well, out over the sideline. Hughes looking for options. Obstruction on court. And Callahan's going to be standing out right in front of us. There's no rush here now. It's definitely not as frantic as the second quarter was, that's for sure. These boys just saving a little bit of energy. Big, long game to go. Gillen.
He's played the ball on the ground.
Yeah, unfortunate for him. A good defensive attempt from him. Victoria finish off. So they are on a bit of a roll here. They've got it back to 5 and their centre pass. What would you be thinking as a coach right now, Gav, if you were coaching the South Australian team and you had this start to the third quarter, premiership quarter?
I think they're just where you need to settle. They look hurried. They look rushed. They just got to do the little things well. Let's just get a nice, work the ball down a circle edge. Settler goal. They need a settler here.
Yeah, Kapani having to do some tough work on that centre pass receive. But Callahan gets himself top spot, finds Wilson. And does overcook the shot in the end. Rebounds fall to South Australia on circle edge. O'Callaghan puts it into some side and back space there for Wilson, who does finish off finally. Is that the settler they need? We will see very, very shortly. That's the first 5-minute block, and it is convincingly won by Victoria.
Yeah.
Who goes 6-3 in that first 5 of this premiership quarter here. The crowd has certainly amped up as well. That's too easy into Brown. Finishes off.
If you're watching, you see the South Australians sagging very, very quickly. I think they need to step in, dictate and deny a little bit more. Need to stop the sport with transfer.
Kapani with no options to go to. Victorians in front. So they come up with that, working through Zani now. Mueller can't get a hand to that one, having a good defensive effort though. Just pulling up a little bit properly as well. In front of us here, Mueller. Tyler Ward. Good chase down there. Kapani can't affect Brown. Ward out of play now. It's going to come be the target. Is the taller body. Yeah. Good idea to put that ball down and come be the target under the post. Victorians are pumped up now. That is for sure. They are back within 3 and their centre pass. So it has been an absolute lightning start to this quarter from Victoria. They are just moving that ball way too well now, and the defensive efforts from South Australia have not been as effective as they have been in the first half.
It's a nice ball to space there for Brown.
Finishes off again.
Conhetty and Brown have come into their own.
That shooting circle for Victoria.
As you noticed before, Mueller just jarred his leg in that contest just in front of us here, and he's off court.
Did. Yeah, and there's some changes coming, so holistic changes as well.
Miller's been very strong for the South Australians in that goal attack. You know, great shooter connections with
so it looks like
Wilson.
Everyone's moving up a position. Callahan's gone into goal attack. Gillen from centre into wing attack. Kapani into centre. Oh, good front space there. And nice little ball over the top. And that's a missed shot there for South Australia. So things not going their way. They find themselves up by 2.
When it goes
but they were
wrong,
up by
it goes
8.
wrong, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Game high lead of 8 at the break. And they've only scored the 3 goals in 7 minutes. Wilson can't get up to that. O'Callaghan out of play. Conhetty, who's really stepped up this quarter as well with his shooting partner Brown. And both go to front spot. Kapani offside, allowed to play on. Contact call. There's that target again for Brown. He's doing that well now this quarter.
I think Ward maybe needs to keep his feet on the ground, come around the body a little bit more.
Yeah,
They're not playing that aerial ball to Brown so much.
He's had a lot of success with jumping early in the game, but now getting a bit later, the Victorian feeders are probably getting a little bit smarter, a little bit wiser to it. So yeah, it needs to change up his game, and there is a in the back offensive contact. So Ward stayed on the ground, got the call.
Yep.
Kapani in centre. Lewis on into wing defence with all those changes we had before. We didn't call out his name, but he's there now. Gillen, great drive to get circle edge. Doing a mountain of work.
Both teams are adjusting to the game, which is absolutely brilliant to see. Great coaching as well. The VICs are pumped. There's a lot of fist slapping and back slapping going on now, and quite rightly so. We're looking at a 1-goal difference.
Yeah, 1-goal difference after
and momentum is definitely
seven and a half minutes or so of netball in this quarter. Momentum is definitely with the Victorians, that is for sure.
Now in show court, we got WA pushed it out to 4 goals over Victoria.
38-34 over Victoria at the moment. They're on the same timeline as we are, 6 minutes 40 to play over there. Getting us restarted here. Stuart Ting's whistle rings out, and the goal is in for South Australia. So 32. Oh, 30. Wow, that is off balance. Big take there from Victoria. They need that to get themselves back into this game. Oh, what a drive down that far sideline. Just can't handle the ball. Unfortunately, can't keep it in the mitts. It would be getting sweaty. Going deep into this game now. Premiership quarter has definitely gone the way of the Victorians. Ward out near us. Oh, bodies everywhere.
The whole house is throwing himself around the court.
Wilson doesn't get on the end of that one from Gillen. He's got his head down, going to need a lift here, the South Australian boys. He's their captain, he's got to get back. Play some D, even though that ball went awry on the circle edge. So what can the South Australians come up with? Working hard in defence. And contact call.
To be honest, a couple of SA boys looking tired, hands on hips, hands on knees. Body posture, I don't think the Victorians need any encouragement.
No, they have rolled less changes so far, so their bodies are a bit more tired in this grand final match here, and it's been a long week. So what can they come up with? Chance now for Victoria to draw themselves level. Don't think Victoria have led in the match. They could be back here.
The big V's back.
They are never out of a game, Victoria. They are absolute fighters. They know how to close out games. They train hard. They are in every one of their teams is in a grand final day, 6 out of 6. So they know how to win netball games. They know how to play big matches.
And just looking across the court, the Vic bench is animated, cheering on. Not a peep out of the South Australians, not a peep. Their bench needs to get into this game.
They've been silenced a little bit. They need this goal if they can. Absolutely, they keep their noses in front, just really on centre passes. So we have time held here.
No, new ball.
Ball change.
The ball's got a drop of water on it, got to change it. I've never seen so many ball changes in any competition I've been involved in, Steve. I don't know about you.
No, there has been quite a few. It is hot and humid up here, though, so I understand it does get sweaty, but that's just something every team has to deal with as well, isn't it? It's sweaty for South Australia as it is for Victoria, right? So
I'm not sure.
It's just conditions of play, isn't it? Here we go, Ward. Great drive from him. That's off Victorians' hands on Hughes. So Gillen options.
Hughes. He's got a nice big wingspan. He's really attacked the ball.
Yeah, being a good part of the front-facing defensive effort from the Victorians to get themselves back. South Australia just clinging on to this lead. It is going to be an epic final quarter. Ward gets up for that one and can chase it down in time. Gillen on the sideline. Good settle from him. Oh, hands there, love lock going all the way back.
That's Ward's stick, near us. Ball in the air, you just don't want to be encouraging him.
Kapani on the drag. Footwork call. Just trying to stop too hard there. Victoria, get it back. What can they do? Ward can't get to that one. Good flick over to Conetti. And he puts that away.
Conetti
34
all. Really stepped up since he came in. Conetti came in probably
has been a great combination, hasn't it? It's not realising whose centre pass it is here. Kapani, it's his. He was waiting for the Victorians. Lewis in wing defence here, having to help out.
Nice zone there. High.
Wilson looks straight in. Whoa, just chased down by O'Callaghan.
The South Australian team, they look tired. I think they're looking for this break now, which is always dangerous when you've got a team coming at you.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've still got a fourth quarter to play as well. It's only break. It's not the end of the game yet. Zani, long ball in. What a drive.
I'm clapping that one.
That is a great play, isn't it, there by Victoria? Had the hold and the drive in, just put it out into space. Trusted his play to get on the end of it. Gillen, Wilson, range for him. Overcooks it, chases it down, called a replay. But it's come off the ring.
I think Stewie missed that.
Yeah, because he's putting it on court. I could understand an out of court call. Not so the replay call of that. Oh, here's a Victorian on the end of it there. I didn't know who was going to be getting that ball from here. The quick flick, the Victorians are up and about. They're happy with that. They are in front, 36-35. What does South Australia have for them? That ball's too long from Zani into that goal circle. So they need to set something up here. The South Australians going over the top to Tyler Ward. 1 minute 39 to play. South Australia going to want to try and get this back if they can. Lovelock, Lewis, sideline here, Kapani.
It's around.
What have we got? No front options. Gillen cuts through traffic pretty hard. And circle edge feed into Wilson. Oh, he's gone back and he's given it to the wrong space. So Victoria get another one here. Just a little bit of misconnections from South Australia.
So this is a 12-goal quarter.
Oh, that falls short. Ward with rebounds. Lewis goes back. Just frantic here from the South Australians. There they go. They get it forward. Gillen, circle edge drive. Nice ball to Wilson. That's into space. That's where we want it. Umpire Stuart Ting just setting him and offloads. So would normally see Wilson shoot that, I reckon. He's a little bit rattled. Yeah.
And you know what?
South
really
Australia
smart
ball
play.
here.
Smart play by the young guy, realising he's just a shot's just gone off a little bit.
Yeah.
Look for
Kapani
the
not
easy
keeping
layoff.
track of centre passes. And Victorians wanting the South Australians to get on with it.
30 seconds to go on the clock.
36 apiece, all tied up. It's been an amazing comeback quarter here by Victoria. Two boys, both in defence, jump over it and cause the contact. Shots up. So South Australia might take the lead if they can get a stop here. It is going to be an amazing last quarter. I hope you stick around for it. Lovelock gets a touch, chase down. Gillen, great work from him.
Let it sing. Put it in, put it in.
2, 1. Oh, time. So they do get the stop. Big hugs from Tyler Ward there in defence. He knows how big this last quarter is going to have to be. They're going to have 2.5 minutes or so to suck up some breath. They're going to take the lead. South Australia 37, Vic 36. We'll be back for the last minute.
rest of our lives. Without you, there is no tomorrow. This, you wanna be like this. Let me show you how to get it like me. Get it like me. Cause the best is what I really might be. Let me show you how to get it. You wanna be like this. You wanna be like this.
We are back here at Court 1. South Australian crowd and Victorian crowds trying to pump up their teams. That is for sure. It was a heck of a third quarter from Victoria. 16-9, Gavin.
Absolutely brilliant. Victorians really brought a lot of energy then. South Australian, few heads went down, but just a few errors. But they look like they come out with great intensity and good purpose.
Big 15 minutes of netball here. Also, we should say Western Australia over on the show court up by 4, at the moment, 45-41 in that under-20s match.
If SA are going to get over the line, I think it's going to be Ward's defence, Gillen in the centre, and Wilson. Wilson just probably maybe a little fatigued, missed a couple there that he was.
Did miss a couple, didn't he? But
yep.
Then just went the offload, settled himself down. Ward has a big jump.
Draws a contact call. Heady.
So it's Lovelock out. Ward still gets a chance to get a hand over a shot. Yeah, Victoria getting this back basically on centre passes. Absolutely amazing in a third quarter. There's a touch. Zani now going to be nice and patient. Work this ball down. And ball into backspace. Ward. There he is. He's going to have a big final quarter here. We will play overtime if it is a draw at the end of full time. Where is that ball put? Oh, it's, South Australia managing to get tips and come back up with it. Kapani, Callahan doesn't look down, looks back.
Having an update on Mueller, do we expect him to come back in the game? He's a vital link in that front court for South Australia.
Absolutely. Good look over there to O'Callaghan on the baseline. And Victoria can't chase it down as a throw in. South Australia defensive pressure. They're up by 2. Umpire just setting Lovelock up in the right spot here.
I'm looking at Ward's eyes here, the intensity.
Patience here by the South Australian. O'Callaghan through traffic. Oh, puts it up, and it is going to be a contact call on the South Australian. And we're going to get a towel here as well.
I think if South Australia can weather this next few minutes, play their game, they might take the sail out of the wind out of Victorian sails.
All right, restart here. Kapani getting himself back, defensive pressure, finding some mid-court space, trying to block the Victorians up for as long as he can. Holehouse in centre, goes across court.
Getting caught behind players, the Victorians.
Has to go back. This is really good defensive pressure. This is what we want. Oh, taken.
Conhetti.
Yeah, advantage play on. And Holehouse. Oh, circle edge, pick up. Lewis now.
Did he know there was a red guy right in front of him there when he put that ball down?
Gillen, captain for South Australia, settling these boys best he can. Oh, he puts that ball down low. Pulled in by Lewis on the transverse on Kapani. Is going to be a contact call on Holehouse, captain for Victoria. 12 minutes to play in South Australia. Oh, there's contact not seen there. Ward can't come up with the goods either. Yeah, umpire was looking away at that time. Unfortunately, take the knock as he tried to pass that ball. Holehouse. Zani to Holehouse. Lovelock wanted to come out and have a hunt. Probably needed a bit of talk from Tyler Ward at the back. Could have come and covered that pass there. Victorian score. So, South Australians
Still with a break,
Yeah,
SA.
they've got the 1-goal lead. Callahan, nice. Good jump at the back there late from Cook. It was Whole House. Gonna want to get Victoria a goal here if they can. They've got plenty of time. It's going to be who can hold their nerve here with this game being so close. Lovelock gets out in front. Ward, and a little push off. South Australia come up with a ball through great defence from Lovelock and Ward. Honey. Lewis out wide. They go through traffic to Gillen. Go back to Gillen again, who looks in. No flick over there. Wilson wanted to flick that over to O'Callaghan. Couldn't get it there. The contact call this time on Cook. Can South Australia finish off? They pop it up to Wilson. Range for him. And it is in. There's some time being held here. It's a floor wipe and a ball change.
A lot of energy on court now. We're 5 minutes into this final quarter of the Under-17s Grand Final for 2024.
Yeah, this has actually been the Grand Final match for the last 3 years. South Australia versus Victoria, the two powerhouse teams of the last 3 years. Victoria winning the last two. Can South Australia disrupt that three-peat? Got it by 2 at the moment. And their centre pass. Callahan. Good work. Centre pass received by him. Gillen out wide. What's he got? Wilson. Oh! Timing on that jump just a little bit too slow. It was ambitious. You think it was on, but these 17s, they can cover ground quicker than you and I, mate, that's for sure.
Definitely than me.
Wilson, he's put one in from here earlier. He's put another one in. Good work from the South Australian.
The Dragons are back.
10 minutes to go, 3 goals up.
Oh.
Lovelock can't quite get to that. Ward drops off, missed shot, rebounds. Oh, they go Victoria's way on the hands. That could have gone anyway, but umpire Stuart Ting very, very close.
I think when they see the Brown-Lovelock matchup, the Victorians are more likely to put the ball in the air, but when Ward's on Brown...
Yeah, Lewis was out of play there. Didn't realise that that's what the call was. Oh, yeah, but Victorian rebounds and, just scrapes it over the ring. Still 2 goals in it. South Australian centre pass, Kapani sweating a lot there, wiping his face as he comes back to take that centre. Ward, Gillen, Callahan. Gillen again. Oh, that jump. Yeah, that's definitely obstruction there. So it's going to be taken inside the circle, outside the circle. Yep, outside the circle.
Cook's got to stand
with Cook
out.
standing out.
Is he standing out or
Which
not?
is interesting because he was inside the circle when he obstructed. So I thought that would have been taken inside, but that's all right. It does free up 2 South Australians. Oh.
That was no idea what that
call,
was
it? No, not sure either, to be honest. Have to watch the replay on that one a little bit later. Strickland, Zani. Oh, Gillen nearly gets hands to it. Zani again, top spot. Tyler Ward comes over the top, gets the touch. So it goes back South Australia's way. Ooh. Interesting footwork there, not picked up.
The Victorians need to get their eyes up. They're double teaming. They're both dropping back on Brown.
Kapani out wide. Has got Gillen top of circle. Great work by him to continue to get there. It's an absolutely amazing effort. And the shot is finished off.
The ball knows, as Millsy said, on a couple of controversial calls. So South Australia back with the 3-goal lead.
Conhetti onto circle edge for Whole House. Ward can't get up to that one.
Nice play between Whole House and Brown then.
Yeah, Brown doing a fair bit of the work. Puts that one low to Ward, who's hooping out on centre passes, trying to drive down. Callahan, play on. There's probably a little bit of arm taken in that one as well. South Australians going to have to just keep reeling this ball in if they want to keep this 2-goal lead up at the moment here against Victoria, who have the chance to score this. Whole House having to go back to transverse line. That's okay. Oh, there's a contact call. And it's on Whole House.
Pushed off with the elbow.
Gillen, oh no. Sprays that one. South Australia setting up their defence here. And there's a contact call. Gillen just working a little bit too hard in defence. Going to be out of play. Have to get back in, try and get back in behind the ball with South Australians. They've been doing sort of mid-court zone work reasonably well, forcing Victoria across court. Zani now, he's been good in wing attack, and as I say that, sprays that one out over the line.
We've got...
So, Lovelock.
The crowd switched, not a peep out of the Victorians, and the SA crowd and bench very animated.
Yeah, 6.5 to play. Oh, South Australia, they give it up, and then they get it back. Gillen doesn't look down court, wants to go back to Ward and just settle his team. Good idea there for the captain. Wilson, Callahan, Gillen, they've done well all game. Haven't seen many changes.
Both coaches running their lines deep.
Yeah, absolutely. Just the one change where everyone moved down a position for the South Australians, who are up by 3. Conhetty has options in Zani. Yeah, 6 minutes to play here. Conhetty at the back. Good drive by him to take that centre pass receive, get all the way down into the circle.
Had a strong game, Conhetty.
Oh, Lewis is going to get called for the drag. That one was spotted by the umpire. Just probably could have taken the extra step.
It was
and gone a little bit further down court. Yeah, it was a big drag right in front of us. So South Australia losing that centre pass. Can Victoria score on it? Yes, they can. So tight. 5.5 to play. 1 goal in it. And Victoria with the centre pass. What can South Australia do? Oh, just gets enough on it.
I thought it was a replay.
Callahan takes that ball. Gillen. So no one scoring on their centre passes here because it's just that frenetic. And South Australia here through Wilson puts it in.
1 point in the Victorian WA
50-49 over there, 5 minutes to play. What a couple of grand finals we have for you at the moment in this 17 and 20s division. Oh, the 2 South Australians just needed to talk there. Wilson, beautiful shot.
He's back on song. He's back.
That's what the South Australia needs. Nice, convincing shot. Gillen, oh, so close. He's hard on himself there. That is a great defensive effort, though. Zani, Brown. Zani again, up to Brown. Lovelock, what a take. Ward out wide. Hasn't got any forward options. Ward standing still, lucky to get it. What can South Australia do? No, they give it up to Brown. Defensive effort from a goal shooter. You love to see that.
Oh, he's got go-go gadget arms, hasn't he?
He
just
does
dragged
have
that in.
long arms, whether it's on the take in the goal circle or on the intercept, as we just saw then.
I definitely think the Victorians have got to keep the ball flat to him, like get inside, space holding. When they put the ball in the air, they're just bringing Ward into the game.
Gillen getting the centre pass received to Wilson on the drive. Can't reel it in. Defensive pressure from Victoria, forcing that error, and the long ball didn't need to come. They've got plenty of time. And Callahan, bit of body work. There's going to be the towel, absolutely.
Why don't we change the ball as well?
They're not going to change the ball.
Oh, thought they were.
Surprisingly. Umpire Stuart Ting helping out, directing traffic, making sure.
Steve-O, how do you see these last 3 minutes and 44 seconds playing out, buddy? I know you're big, obviously, a South Australian boy.
Obviously, cheering on for South Australia here, but it is so tightly contested. I'm not sure why we're bringing this up all of a sudden, but we are. So transverse line now.
And the whistle was on, the clock was on when she did that. So they put the clock on at the wrong time.
Strickland. Oh, can't find Zani. Chase down is there. Hughes. Good work right in front of us.
Oh, bullet pass.
Ward, Lovelock, can't get up. Yeah, it's been such a good contest. That's all you want to see at the end of the day, don't you? Just an absolute great contest by 2 young sides.
This is a very important goal.
Absolutely, it is. Going to be 3 minutes to play here after that shot. Brown puts in another one. He has been absolutely steady for Victoria.
I think I saw a smile out of him. I don't think he's smiled a lot so far.
Lewis drags again. Just a couple of South Australian errors. Victoria through Strickland now. Gonna look after this ball as they have. They had a big third quarter. Victoria really put the fire under the Dragons. And what can we do here? They can't get it back. They've taken the lead. 2 minutes 30 to play, and the first time they've led in the game.
Yep.
And their centre pass as well. Oh, Zanioni just gets over that line for the centre pass received. What can South Australia defence conjure? Rebounds? No, they can't. Short pass.
It's come off Brown.
Yeah, Brown just sort of dropped it to Connetti. Oh, no, and Ward has slipped over. Lovelock with the pickup, though.
How did that happen?
I'm not sure. Just landed too early or something. He was still in the air when he thought he was on the ground. Wilson.
Oh, Wilson draws the contact.
Draws the contact, yes, indeed. To tie it up, we will go into overtime if we have to.
140. Oh, they're going to change the ball?
No, they're going to wipe that. They might change the ball as well while they're out. Yeah, look at this. The umpire changes it. Umpire says, do you want another ball there, Kapani? Yeah, you do. Have
We've
it.
got a truckload of them out there.
So while this floor is getting wiped, 1 minute 48. Overtime rules will be 7 minutes each way. If it's still tied up after that, it will be until a 2-point lead. They will just play and play and play until someone has a 2-goal lead. Oh, Callahan couldn't pull that one in. Victoria to work this out. Gillen called for the contacts.
What is it? What do we got here? Warning.
And a warning. Again, I'm not sure what for. Yeah, just he's going for the ball, got the correct arm around, and ball went out of court.
The new rules are quite harsh on taking someone's landing space. Maybe he was in the air then and just took it out. Flopping on the ground definitely didn't help his score.
Umpire interpretation, different to the commentator's interpretation, but Victoria spray that one, so South Australia get it back. This is going to be a frenetic finish. Minute 22 on the clock, up to Wilson. So this is where Wilson could come be the target, but O'Callaghan drawing the player away, finishes off.
On that shot as you would be at 47 all. 1 minute to go.
Western Australia are going to win over on the show court. They are up by 4 with 15 seconds to play. Here we've still got a minute to go. It's all tied up, 48 apiece. Ward doing a centre pass, received. Kapani has to come out here to Lewis. Kapani again. It's going to be South Australia ball. What do they do here? Do they just take 45 seconds to score this? Oh, that's risky. It's a long time. 35 seconds now. Wilson. Gillen gets heavy contact.
I would let him maybe take this shot. Leave yourself a good 30 seconds.
Defenders drop off. They do. They have got 30 seconds to play here. Going to be a stop needed for South Australia. Can they get it? Ward jumps early. Comes up with the ball. They just got to look after it. I'm not sure who that was to. Oh, no.
They've stopped the clock, 12 seconds. Plenty of time to score.
Yeah, Victoria, plenty of time to score and tie this up. Substruction on Wilson.
The clock's taking
so
another
9 seconds.
Wowee,
this is going to be finished. Can South Australia hang on?
He's got to put it in.
Up, Brown.
He's drawn the contact.
Gets he's drawn the contact.
Shot to win the shot.
That's time. This is going to be to decide if we go into overtime. This shot from Brown.
He puts it straight in.
49 apiece. We're going to overtime. Oh, wow. We do have, I think, a 3-minute break. And then we will be back with overtime here on Court 1 at Nissan Arena.
Well, that was just absolutely amazing. Brown, absolute nerves of steel there. Didn't even touch the rim, mate. All net.
No, our production crew is saying no ads, just stay with it. So overtime here. I can confirm on the show court, Western Australia finishing 56 to Victoria 51. So that game going to Western Australia with a premiership in the 20 and under division. Here we've got an overtime match, first one of the day. That's why we give extra time. We have 2-hour time slots for the grand finals just in case this kind of thing happens. So, South Australia 14 goals to 12 in the first, then a really big second one for them to take an 8-goal lead. Victoria with the third, and the momentum only down by one, 37-36 here, 49 apiece. So, Gav, overtime. We couldn't have predicted that, but it has been a tight tussle. A little bit of an ebb and flow. Oh, scoreboard's gone off. They're restarting the scoreboard to...
oh, we've got the light team and the dark team here. Look,
to manage this.
I think the Vic boys handled that quite well. The clock started and the umpire pulled the penalty back. They lost another 3 seconds. So that last goal, there was only 8 seconds on the clock when it...
Yeah,
so
and the contact with the shot actually after the siren, the contact happening before the siren. All right, getting ourselves reset here. So 7 minutes each way.
There's a serious
can
large
still
crowd
roll
now.
Can still roll subs anytime through this as per the rest of regulation time. So 7 minutes, the whistle will go and they will just swap ends and take a centre pass. Mueller getting some coaching here from Jake Taylor, so will we see him come back into the game? He's got a goal attack bib on.
14 minutes is a long time.
It is indeed another whole quarter basically.
Yep, and we've really, I think the team with the best legs who can show some composure early on.
Yeah, you were talking about South Australia looking tired before. They have run pretty much the same lineup. I don't know how many games this is. It must be 7 or 8 for the week.
Yep.
And now they have to run an extra 15 minutes, which no one of them would have been expecting. And we have to commentate for a bit longer, Gav. We get some more time in the box together.
Loving it, Steve-o. Look, whoever wins this game, both teams are very deserving. I couldn't pick a winner now. We've seen Conhetti and Brown really do a lot of great work. I've loved the work that Ward, Gillum, Wilson have done. It's two great teams.
You couldn't ask for a tighter match in a series. Well, in the last 3 years, that has seen these two teams go head-to-head in this division. Yeah. Victoria winning the last two. O'Callaghan going to want to try and change that if he can. So, they have the first centre pass. What a pick up there. O'Callaghan disappointed with himself, just putting a little bit too much on that pass. Gillen having a go. And that circle edge jumping right across. But Conhetti makes sure that Victoria score that first centre pass, and it was a South Australian one.
Yep. Hasn't he made a difference, Conhetti? Didn't start the game.
Look, yeah, his last half of this game has been absolutely sensational. Doing that work out front of Brown to free up Brown, basically, and make it easier to feed him.
And we saw that they hung back on Brown. Ward and their goalkeeper, realised the threat he was. But they've got two threats now. It's much harder for the defenders in that circle.
Yeah, our first 7 minutes of time is going to go real quick. You see Mueller actually on in wing defence.
Interesting. Has he wing defence, Steve-o, or is he? It's just his experience. He's obviously got a lot of ability.
Yeah, potentially. Just the experience and level-headedness that Coach Jake Taylor wants from him in that role. A lot of the boys play a lot of different positions anyway, so they have that flexibility. Everybody is the shooter.
The towel's coming out again. Must be ball change. What do you reckon, Steve-o? Ball has to be changed.
No, they're sticking with it. They're sticking with it. Victorian centre pass. Can they score it and keep this 2-goal lead? Ryan in wing attack, looking for options. South Australia desperate in defence. They're getting their hands around it, but they get through whole house. Ryan on circle edge. Has an option at the back with Brown. Hands from Ward. It's called Victoria's way. All the South Australians wanting it to go theirs. Whole house out now. Hughes. Yes, good work there from Mueller in wing defence. The look in is long and on, and Wilson reels it in, double jump from Victoria. No, there was already a call from umpire Stuart Tink.
I didn't know if he had taken it though. I think Wilson thought he had taken it.
Wilson thought maybe he had taken it.
Yeah.
You thought he had taken it. South Australia they get it back. The Dragons team 51 apiece, and their centre pass, which is exactly how it was when we started this first period of overtime. 4.5 to play in first period
I think
before
the
the change of
advantage
ends.
of Mueller coming back on has meant that Gillen's gone back to centre, and I think that takes Whole House, puts a little bit more pressure on him. He's obviously their big playmaker up front.
Wilson in goal shooter finishes off for South Australia. They're up by 1, but we are on centre passes, so it could all come down to timing like it did at the end of that regulation fourth quarter. It's all about timing.
I'm ready for double overtime.
Double overtime?
I'm calling it. I'm calling double overtime.
I think we've got a big men's reserves grand final to get started on this quarter after this game. We can't go too long.
52 apiece.
And I don't know how long these players can go at the end of this week. 52 all, 3:48 to play. Gonna hold time here. Get this ball back, get us restarted. Gillen to Kapani. Gillen top of circle.
Lovely
What a
drive.
take. Beautiful drive as well, isn't it? Oh, hands here.
Oh, Kapani.
And off the Victorian hands. Kapani, where's his option? It's Gillen all the way across court.
Swing.
Wilson,
Oh,
yeah,
he's come off.
saw that little
That's
bit
mid-pen line.
of body and arm in behind to help the Victorian player under the ball. So goes Victoria's way, 52 apiece still. Strickland now being a good backup option. Conhetty, talked about him a fair bit. Ryan to Conhetty on that drive in the circle. And shots up.
Strickland's had a very good game backcourt as well. That was big, that goal. That's the break.
That is big. Ryan with the centre pass received, goes over to Whole House. Need to play a bit of a captain's game there, Whole House. Get good support on the circle edge. Oh, walks it all the way in. That's too easy for Conhetty, and they find themselves out by 2. Victoria now. 2 minutes 40 to play. Got another period of overtime to come yet, though. Some tired bodies out there. Yep, nice ball over.
Draws a contact. Will he lay this off?
No, looking to shoot it. Nails it. Absolutely nails it.
Ball net.
I have a
Stuart
feeling,
Ting's not happy with the
yeah,
lip
umpire
he's
Stuart
getting.
Ting would have pulled that back anyway, even if it hadn't have gone in, because he wasn't happy with the body work done while standing out of play. Conhetty kicks it over Brown on the pop. Ward jumps and gets rebounds off the post after the tip.
Could have gone to anybody
Great
there.
work by the South Australians. Lovelock, get us underway. Whoa. Coming right down here, this sideline near us.
Just push that past there, Carpenter.
Giller in wing defence now. Gillen not able to be used. Too narrow on that sideline. Used in the pocket now. O'Callaghan. And puts it up to Wilson, who was probably the same distance away as O'Callaghan was anyway. Puts the shot in.
He's the man, though.
Tied
Wilson's
up
the
again.
man.
South Australia centre pass. So again, exactly how we started this overtime period. All tied up with the South Australian centre pass. Ward, Gillen. Done a mountain of work, these boys, this week. And still just having to keep going. Ward needs to get up. No, Gillen doesn't put it over far enough. Ward gets a tip.
Ward non-ball side. That was an impossible pass for him to get then, particularly with Strickland there.
Wow,
What are you going for the
Strickland
ball
asking
change?
for the ball change.
Yeah.
Right in front of you. You called it, Gav. You saw it, Erling called it. You're on the ball, mate.
I'm
You
on
are
the ball,
on the ball.
I think there's a little bit of
Literally
sweat
on the ball. Strickland goes back and goes again. Patience here. Ryan looks long. Whole House. Oh, Brown on the pop. Shots up and shots in. Nothing but net. Victoria take the lead there. Centre pass. 45 to play. They can be up by 2 going to the change of ends. Oh, Gillen could have had a go at that. Whole House. We're back to centre on centre. Gillen and Whole House. Captain on captain. What have they got for this last period, the two of them?
I think Mueller's looking uncomfortable. He needs to really get on, Ryan.
Oh, defensive efforts coming again and again. Ward with a backup drive. Good by him. Kapani has to go wide. Mueller puts that. Gillen wants to play on while the player is on the floor and off court.
Well, you don't have to wait for players to get back on court anymore, Steve-O. So.
No, absolutely not. Just get on with it these days. Made the game a bit faster. Make it a bit harder for the umpires to keep up. I think that's the aim of the change of rules, wasn't it? Alrighty. So South Australia 55, Vic 56 at the first overtime change of ends. If it's all tied up, we will go into double overtime with a 2-goal lead. But at the moment, just the 1 goal in it. Gav,
Yeah,
what is going to happen here, my friend?
We're going double overtime. Victoria centre pass. I think SA just need to calm it. They just pushed maybe a couple of balls in that they didn't need to. They're looking tired, but both teams are probably
Both
looking
teams,
tired.
yeah, absolutely.
I think who holds the composure, and I think it's come down to the little things like footwork. You saw we're pushing passes with players on, hard on the shoulder, where he maybe needs to fake it, shift that defender, let him run through, and then pick up that, a little stop and drop.
I'll tell you what, this has been an absolutely amazing game. Everyone has made their way over from the show court to watch this.
Stuart
We have
Ting's out
Queenslanders,
again.
we have Western Australians, we have everyone cheering whichever team on they want to go for. And we have 1 goal in it still. We have played an hour and 7 minutes instead of the standard hour.
All I know is that one team is going to be shattered at the end of this.
Absolutely shattered at the end of a long week. That is a South Australia win there, coming out off the chest. Oh, wow, this long cross-court stuff. Want to go to a set piece. We need to settle in these moments, these big, big moments. Ward, can he get free? Yes, he can, but he's almost all the way back at the post as well. Where's Lovelock? There he is.
Oh.
Far out. That
Ward's gone
is offside.
It's gone offside. Good. He's eager.
Gillen in the centre. Yeah, finds a free option. Oh, body's going everywhere. Gillen gets himself surfed the ledge. O'Callaghan.
Draws the contact.
Yeah, draws the contact. Has Wilson on the pop. Only just gets it over the hands.
Wilson's the man,
Wow,
though.
what a
You've got to
finish.
get the ball. You've got to get him the ball.
All right, South Australia, what can they do? We're all tied up again. South Australia centre pass. O'Callaghan, here's Ward. Gillen, O'Callaghan looking into Wilson. No, goes across, goes himself, gets the contact call. And straight up, Wilson with a strong take. Can he finish it off?
Oh.
No!
It just came out of the hand, slid out of his hand.
And it's somehow kept in by Victoria on that baseline. And they're going all the way down the sideline. Conhetti goes up and over. Lovelock can't get a hand to it. Brown finishes off.
Is Brown the hero of the day? He's got to be the
He
hero
might
of
be.
the
He
day.
hit that shot on the end of regulation time after the siren, didn't he? If he had have missed, it would have been a South Australian win.
He's got ice in his
That is
veins.
pressure. That is pressure for sure. Lovelock in front.
Oh,
No,
he's given
strong hands
possession.
by Brown. Given possession. Oh, Lovelock can't believe it.
Yeah, I think that was a good call by Stuart Ting. It was
2 goals up, Victoria. Or can South Australia conjure? They've got 5 minutes to do something. They've got to do it now.
plenty of time. A lot of...
Gillen. Oh,
Yeah.
just stopping a little short. The South Australians, they just need to keep going, driving all the way through, drawing the contact on that one.
Oh,
Going out.
played it to himself,
Punting
though.
back to... Oh, Gillen doesn't put that into the right space. Was there a touch on that? It was. Play on, not over a third. Obstruction call. Well, Victoria here, they could go 3 up. 3 up with 4.5 to play in overtime. Do South Australia have the legs to chase that kind of a lead down? We're going to have to see a
Big
long
swing.
cross-court, the whole house. No, whistle's already gone, even though Lovelock gets a touch on that one. Conhetti. And,
Got to
missed
stay
shot,
clean.
but
Gotta stay
yeah.
clean.
Tired bodies, it's hard to stay clean when you're that fatigued. The South Australians can't do it, they're both standing out. 3 goals down. Oh, and it's a Vic centre pass as well, so Conhetti looks in, long, early. Brown can step it in. Ward, couldn't get up there. Victorian put another one on. 4 goals, just under 4 minutes, South Australia.
I haven't seen Brown smile yet. Will we
Gonna have
get one
to-
at the end?
Going to have to put a smile on if he wins this game, that's for sure. He was the one that tied it all up for them. Oh, Callahan out to Wilson. Can he
they've
finish
gone
that
the lift.
chairlift? That's a huge lift. No goal. What is it? Held ball. I didn't see the umpire signal. Maybe it was a held ball. So Victoria somehow getting that. They've pulled out the big lift right at the end for a surprise turnover.
Towel's coming out. We'll change the ball now. Yeah.
it's tough being an umpire. I'm not sure about that one. I think we got caught up in the chairlift then.
Caught up in the excitement of that chairlift. I think everyone was. Everyone was right down there on that goal line. Gillen, yes, comes off for South Australia. The contact call by Stuart Ting. Ward, get us restarted. We've got to have a look down court. Gillen, down now, circle edge. Kapani finds Wilson. No, gets the out of court call. Wow, what a frantic game this has turned into. Not a lot of time for the South Australians. Wilson leaves it short. Gets the rebounds. Amazing finish there. Wow, 3 goals. VIC in the pass. They need a turnover.
They've got to turn the ball over now.
We did say, well, I said it's all going to come down to timing, isn't it? When it was goal for goal, especially. But now it might be just the not long enough left on the clock to pull it back, especially if VIC score this one through Brown. They do. 2 minutes 22 to play. 4 goals. It's a goal every 30 seconds in terms of turnover and momentum. So O'Callaghan's space. Good look by Wilson there. He can shoot, he can pass. O'Callaghan, that's time off the clock they don't need either. Because now they're going to take a little while to set this pass. Oh, Wilson gets a bit of body under the post from Cook too. Far out. This has been intense. 3 goals, VIC lead, VIC centre pass. Patient with it now. Ryan goes back to Hughes. Whole house steady as captain as well. Hands there.
Come on, SA.
Nice work. O'Callaghan gets the tip. Gillen, what's he got? He's got O'Callaghan on. Ward's here free on support as well. O'Callaghan, Wilson. Is he too far out? No, he's going to take it. And he misses it. Rolls out over the baseline.
A lot of pressure for the young man.
Just checking which side here. Get the restart, Victoria. Whoa. What have they got? They've got the drive of Hughes. And then across court. Too much on it. And maybe the contact call on court anyway. Minute 12, 3 goals.
Still
Ward
possible.
looks down. Absolutely still possible. Oh, the tip from Hughes on circle edge.
It's not possible with that, though.
No, South Australia just rush for Gillen. Oh, Wilson, can he put this one in? Yes, he does. Minute to play. South Australia centre pass. Could we go double overtime, Gav? South Australia need to not make a mistake here.
They've got to get the ball quickly here.
And then they've got to get a quick turnover. It's going to be...
Got to look in.
O'Callaghan.
Got to take this.
Good jump there. Puts it in.
Turnover time.
Yeah, turnover time. South Australia, 35 seconds.
What can SA do?
Can they tie it up? Can they get it? Conhetti.
Gillen's got to get up.
Whole house. Conhetti again. Defensive pressure outside.
That's it, Stakely.
Mueller can't get it. Ryan, what's he find?
Here comes the Iceman.
Brown puts it in. 15 seconds to play. 2 goals. Gillen's in a rush now. They've got to get this and get another turnover. That is going to be very, very hard, especially now. Clock is going to stop with 7 seconds on it. South Australia, can they score this? Wilson with a quick shot, nails it. It is going to be a 1-goal game because the clock is going to run out before that centre pass. So South Australia would be absolutely devastated. Victoria with the come-from-behind win, finding themselves down in the first, in the second, in the third by just the goal, getting it to even and coming over the top at the end of the game. Absolutely amazing game. It has been a pleasure calling it with you, Gav. Hang around for some more big finals. You'll hear Gav and I soon on the show court. Thanks for being with us here at Nissan Arena.
Thank you, Steve-O.